In the immediate aftermath of tragedy, there is a crush of attention, everyone stepping in to try to lend a hand. But what happens a few weeks down the line, a few months, a year? It has been approximately 15 months since a devastating tornado ripped through parts of western and southern Kentucky, crossing through 11 counties, leaving entire communities in pieces. And all this time later, people living in this part of the country telling NewsNation they feel forgotten. NewsNation's Emily Finn live for us in Mayfield, Kentucky now. And Emily, that town still doesn't have working traffic lights.
Natasha, good evening to you. It really is shocking walking around here, especially after all this time. No working traffic lights, demolished buildings. As you mentioned, it's been over a year since those tornadoes touched down in western Kentucky, and Mayfield is one of the hardest hit in the tornado's 160-mile path. The old police department is boarded up and abandoned. Homes are inhabitable with broken windows and torn off roofs. Where the courthouse once stood, nothing remains today. The mayor and other city officials are actually now working out of a strip mall, waiting for help to rebuild. Pastor Marcus McClure has been helping with the recovery efforts since day one. In the first 100 days after the tornado touched down, his church passed out nearly 50,000 meals to the local community.
It's been hard to navigate, it's been challenging, and we let people know that we're still here and there's still things that need to be done. I know it's a year later and it's not on the media like it was before, but now we're here, we still need help.
Throughout western Kentucky, at least 17 people died and hundreds more were displaced. Their homes completely destroyed, leaving them desperate for assistance. It was a record-breaking weather event, and residents are still struggling to recover from the aftermath of that damage. Now, according to the National Weather Service, more than 4,000 structures were impacted, including nearly 3,800 homes, all in Mayfield alone. Residents here telling us the money promised from the federal and local government has been slow to arrive, with some depleting their savings to get by and rebuild. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear set up the Western Kentucky Tornado Relief Fund last December, sending checks worth $1,000 to those affected by the tornadoes. But Natasha, that fund is now under investigation, as 184 of those checks were canceled and some sent to people not even impacted by the storms. It's going to be a long journey ahead here for the people of Mayfield. It's likely going to take years for them to fully rebuild and recover. And Natasha, before we send it back to you, I want to show you this memorial here that we found while we were walking around downtown. It's a tribute to all of the people that lost their lives in the tornadoes. When you look at some of the names, they're members of the same family. And I want to read to you what it says on the bottom. It says, "We honor those who died due to the violent December 2021 tornado, and we also celebrate the spirit of the community that is rebuilding." Natasha?
All right. Yeah, entire families. That detail just chilling and too awful to bear. Emily Finn reporting live in Mayfield, Kentucky tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.